for you. Who doesn't have this one? Does anybody not have this one? You guys gotta fix that. I gotta fix that because mine has a barcode on it. What was this? Was this a disk system game? It had to have been, right? Excitebike had that thing where you could create levels, which I loved as a kid, right? I would do the levels where it had the S item, the thing that goes up, and then half of it goes over and then drops off, or you can drop down a couple lanes and then just go up and over and across the oil. I would do that. I make a big long track of the same item over and over again. Or I would push the track and keep pushing so that it was just wide and empty, and then roll it that way. I loved the level designer in Excitebike. In addition to that, they had a save function, they had a load function. Neither one of those actually worked in the American Nintendo release of Excitebike. Japan, maybe. Japan had the disk system. There's a lot I don't know about the disk system. From what I understand, that was left over. Like you could back up your levels in the disk system, or something like that. I don't know. Nothing like that worked on the Nintendo. So I remember with my brothers and I, we didn't know what the disk system was. All that was a million miles away. None of that existed to us, in 1988 when I was experiencing the Nintendo for the first time. So we tried to figure out what save and load is. All right. Well, if you hit that save function, it's going to say saving on the screen, and your Nintendo's going to freeze for probably about 60 seconds. Then if you go down to the load function, there's nothing for it to load. So the loading screen comes up, and it sticks there. We were under the impression that if you left it there long enough, something would happen. We didn't know what. Something was going to happen. We left it on the loading screen for days at a time. Because we were going to let that thing load. To this day, it boggles my mind. Let's just say after 3 days of loading, it actually loaded a track that we had made in the past. It wouldn't actually be practical. Hey guys, let's just save the track. We can hit load, play it in another 3 days. But that's what we wanted. We wanted to see everything that a game had to offer. So the fact that there was an option on the menu that did not serve a purpose was just, it just wasn't something that we could accept. Later on, when emulation came out and we could really see what else the NES library had to offer, I figured out that there were other games that had this. I think it was like Wrecking Crew. Is that the game that also had the save and load? And then I figured out my friend Angie, who was into importing, he knew about the disk system and told me all about it. Finally, the mystery was solved. But that's what we thought when we were kids. Also, if you just play the standard stages, which I never did as a kid, I didn't do that till I was older. If you just play the standard stages, nobody's going to beat that 5th stage. Nobody. If you got Excitebike, I challenge you. Go after that 5th stage. You're not going to do it. I challenge you. It ain't happening. I tried. I tried years ago. I think the video is still up on my channel. Gave it the best shot I could. Couldn't quite hack it. But it's still a great game. That's Excitebike. Oh, and that Wii game, it doesn't have the same magic. It's fun. It retains the theme of the old one, right? It's going extinct now because of the WiiWare, right? But I don't know. I couldn't get down with that Wii game. Didn't quite have the same charm that this game had. It's all about Excitebike. That's the game. No alternative. No substitutions. See you in the next one.